In this module, we will discuss the control of messenger RNA translation. That how messenger RNA it controls the translations of a gene. And in this case, number of important biological processes they depend on RNAs that were synthesized at previous time and stored in the cytoplasm in an inactive state. You see, the messenger RNA is also an important key player in this area, and how the biological processes they are required to control the messenger RNA, and that is its synthesis, because messenger RNA is there in the cytoplasm. It has been synthesized previous time during the cellular activity. Now, for example, the early development of an animal embryo, when an animal embryo is in the case of early development, what happens? The messenger RNAs, they are stored in an unfertilized egg. And these are what are? They provide the templates for the protein synthesized during early stage of development. When an embryo is during the early stage of development, the messenger RNA stored, they provide the templates for protein synthesis, and they are not utilized for protein synthesis in the egg itself. You see, they are the templates. They are there present, but they are not utilized for the further process in the egg itself at that time. For the future, egg saves it for using it as the template, and template for different size of proteins, different size of segment which it is performed. The inactive messenger RNA, they are stored in an egg, and typically they have shortened poly-A tails. That is, the poly-A tails they have got there. They are inactive and they are stored in the egg till further process. And the initiation of translation of these messenger RNAs during early development involves at least two distinct events. Now, how these messenger RNAs, which are inactive in an fertilized egg, how they will develop, and their early development, that is involved two distinct events, two distinct processes. One is the removal of bound inhibitory proteins. There are some inhibitory proteins which are bound with them, which keep them inactive. And the second is increase in the length of poly-A tails by action of an enzyme which resides in the egg cytoplasm. So the one is that the poly-A tails, they are elongated, and also at the same time, the inhibitory proteins from the cell or from these RNAs, they are removed so that they become in action. For example, in this model, there is shown that a mechanism for translational activation of messenger RNAs, which follows the fertilization of Xenopus egg. You will see on the left side that there is an increased number of messenger RNAs. They are maintained in the cytoplasm in an inactive state by combination of their short poly-A. You see, there is a short poly-A on a 3' end, and a bound inhibitory protein which is called masking. You will see there the masking and these are there. But when it is controlled, the poly A at the 3' that has started increasing there, masking is also there, but it is removed, and the cytoplasm, it starts in the cytoplasm, the inactive messenger RNA, they start to act. So the regulation of rate of translation of messenger RNA, what is the rate, how this is regulated, the messenger translation of messenger RNA, and there are again a number of mechanisms have been discovered that regulate the rate of translation of messenger RNAs in response to changing cellular requirement. You see in the fertilized egg where there are messenger RNAs present, in active messenger RNAs present, the constant change of cellular requirement is there. And according to these changes, the rate of translation of messenger RNA, that is regulated, that is controlled, that is not left uncontrolled. And some of these mechanisms can be considered to act globally because they affect translation of all messages. Act globally means that in all the cellular mechanism, they act and they function for the translation of all messages which is there. So when a human cell is subject to certain stressful stimuli, a stress is applied to a human cell, a protein kinase is activated that phosphorylates the initiation factor, which is called EIF2, which blocks the further protein synthesis. That is the function which blocks the further protein synthesis. That is a enzyme which is activated when a cell is put to the different stress. Now, other mechanism which influence the rate of translation of specific messenger RNA through the action of the proteins that recognize the specific element in the UTRS, that is the untranslated residue, untranslated RNAs of these messenger RNA part. And one of the best studied example which involve the messenger RNA that codes for the protein ferritin, that how the ferritin is coded and how this function. Now, ferritin, it seizes the iron atoms. In a body system, the iron atom, when they are present, ferritin combines with that in the cytoplasm, and thereby it protects the cell from the toxic effect of the free metal. If an excess iron is present there, so ferritin will just seize it, will attach, will absorb, so that there is no toxic effect of the iron to the body. Now, the translation of ferritin messenger RNA is regulated by a specific repressor, which is called iron regulatory protein, IRP, whose activity depends on the concentration of abnormal iron in the cells, and the control of ferritin messenger RNA translation is this, that when iron concentrations are low, the iron binding repressor proteins, which are called from the iron regulatory protein IRP, it binds to the specific sequence in 5' UTR of the ferritin messenger RNA, which is called again the iron response elements IRE, which is folded into a hairpin loop. And in this slide, you can see that how the control of ferritin by messenger translation is done. And at the bottom, you will see that in the exon, the iron, it is in the form binds to the ferritin molecule, and it is released there. So when iron becomes available, it binds to IRP, changing its conformation and causing it to dissociate from the IRE. So it is dissociated from IRE, and this thing allowing the translation of the messenger RNA to form the ferritin again. So this is how it controls the iron or ferritin production in the cell.